Hello, welcome to Should I Buy This Game featuring Inori. My name is Christine, and in this video I'll give you an overview of how the game is played and then share a few things I may like or dislike about the game to help you decide if you want to add Inori to your collection. This is the game Inori, and this is an abstract strategy game. And in this game, you're collecting favor tokens to score points. So we start with these cards and just a few little things. So when it has this symbol here, you are scoring for the number of purple favor tokens you have. And then here you will also receive the gray token. Here you're just receiving the tokens. Whereas down here with the little rainbow, you score for the number of different color tokens you have. And then in this case as well, get a gray token. So you are putting your little offering markers onto a space where you will receive tokens or points. You also have the option of putting them down here to receive these tokens. These were placed based on the color at the bottom of the starting card. So we had yellow, blue, and gray. And these will not be replaced during the game. Once they're gone, they're gone. There's also the offering tree, which we're going to discuss a bit later because typically we don't use it much until a second or third round of the game, the way we have played the game. So all you're doing is placing your tokens to get something. So when I'm looking here, if the card is complete, meaning there's 3 tokens here, then we're going to score at the end of the round, we're going to score the purple tokens. Here's the red token, and here's the green tokens. So one way you can do it is I could put my person here, which allows me to get 2 green favor tokens. And they would just go down to your play area. And then I'm going to keep my eye on trying to score maybe that card. Now, anybody who has the token here can score the card if it's complete. Now, if there's only 1 or 2 and it's not complete, then what happens is nothing gets scored and that color is going to replace the card. So my opponent might be doing the similar idea and wanting to go here to get 2 purple tokens because they might want to be scoring this one. So next the white player goes again. So maybe they want to go here so they can start building up a variety of colors. So they get a red and a blue. And they would put that down in their area. So now the beige person is wanting to get onto this card. So they might go here. They have 2 purple tokens they just got, which would get them 2 points, and a gray token. So they are cream, so they would get 2 points and the gray token into their area. So the white player now might want to come here because they can score for the different colors they have and get a gray token. I'm not exactly sure if you can do them in a specific order in terms of scoring. So I'm not exactly sure if they would receive 3 or 4 points because they now have 4 colors, but we'll just give them 3 for now. It could have been 4. Not exactly sure on that. Now, the cream person knows they want to complete this because they want to score those. So they might go here to get those 2 blues. And so they know that card is complete. And then the white person's like, well, I need to complete this. I want to score my green. So they could go there and get 2 reds. So they know that that card is complete. So now this person has a choice, back to the cream. Because they know they're going to score purple. They know they're going to score green, even though they don't have green. There's no green there. There's no green here to have. They know this is going to be turning to blue. So what they might want to do is put this here to gain 2 more blue tiles looking forward to the next round. So they would put that there. And that would be the end of the first round. So what we would do here is it is complete, it scores purple. And the white player doesn't have any purple, but the cream player has 2. Then what we like to do is take back, and because it scored purple, it gets a purple card. So we have all our cards to the side. So a purple card is going to come into play, and this one gets put aside. Here, it wasn't complete, so the white player gets it back, and it turns to a blue card. So this gets put aside. A blue card comes in and gets put there. This one, both score, but again, only the white player has green. So the white moves up 2. They have 2. The player pieces go back, and then another green is going to come in. And then we have the new space. So the cream player is behind. So everybody gets their people, and there are these cards. And so the cream player, whoever is behind in scoring, gets to take the top 2 cards, look at them, and decide which one they want to add. So do they want to add green or gray? Now the cream player doesn't have much of either of those. So they'll be looking. This one will score some points if you have a purple, which they do. This one scores points for the largest amount in one color you have. So that one could be good because they have 4 blues now. So they're just looking at this. This one gets ruined. These are all scoring points. So this card might be a little early to get because we don't have a lot of tiles yet. So they might be wanting a card maybe that will get them more bonuses, such as a ruin tile or more. So they might go with this one. And then this one gets out of the game. And then now we've all gained an extra offering token. This person goes back to them. And you would do it again. And so you're just trying to figure out and look at what's being offered. How can we score the most points? What we want to get. So now that we have a few things and we can see, okay, I have 4 reds. This is where maybe on this turn what you'll want to do is if you go here and I would say red, I would have to give up one of my red tiles, but I could get 2 tiles of my choice in any color I want. Then at the end of the game, whoever has the most red will score 10 points. In a 2-player game, you don't score the next 5, but in a 3-player game, the second place would score 5. Here you give up one of yours, say it's a blue, and whoever comes here would score 5 points. Now, once this is there, in the following round, you can come back here. You would have to give up a blue, but you could score 5 points. Whereas here, say it's yellow, if you were to come here, you would get a ruin token and a yellow token. Then the same goes here. In this case, you would actually score the points for your gray tokens. And then say if there was green here, you could receive these 2. And what these are, they're neutral, but you could place them anywhere. So you can use them like, I really want to finish a card. You could place them to either finish a card, or you could place them to block somebody from getting a certain spot. So you can use them however you want. You don't gain the benefits of them, but they take up spaces. And then you would also get a green tile if it was green. And if the purple one was here, if you went there, you would get 3 purple tiles. So you want to be careful where you're placing these, because then at the end of the game, as I said, you score the points based on how many tiles you have compared to your opponent to get those final points. Now the ruin tiles, I'll just talk about briefly. There are some that allow you to move a player from a purple onto a purple, or from another color, from a purple onto another card, or from another card onto a purple. So you'd be moving a player's piece. These ones are great because they just get you 2 of whatever tokens are shown. And then there's another one. This one allows you to place one of your offerings where there's already an offering, because typically you can only have 1 person per area. This one allows you to place yours where somebody else already is. And those are the 3 types of ruin tokens that you will come across. So Inori obviously isn't for everybody. It is a very abstract strategy game where it's basically token management. You're trying to figure out how do you get the tokens you need to score the points. And where are you going to go? Am I going to go all in on purple? I typically found I would pick a color and then really focus in on that color, and any place that had the color I was working with, I tried to get more and figure out how do I get points or switch it over to the color that I was working with. You'll notice here later that there's 4 places. If you win, you would score that, but if the card is incomplete, you could score that. So then you're deciding, I want to make sure I get one of my offerings here, but I don't want to complete it because I want to score the purple, not the gray. So all these things are going through your mind, and that's why it's really abstract in the sense of the colors, the cards are always changing from game to game. So you can have some strategies of how you're going to approach it, but each game is going to be completely different. As well with the tree and how you're choosing which colors to score each time. So the game, though, is beautiful. We love the art, and that's what originally attracted me to the game. I actually bought this game because I had to stand in a very long lineup at Gen Con to get Forest Shuffle, and when I got there, I was like, what else are you selling? And they had this game, so I bought it without really knowing anything about it. But we've enjoyed playing it. Gemma and I, when we do play it, we usually play it twice. We play it back to back. It takes about 40 minutes to play. But as I said, it isn't a game that everyone would necessarily enjoy if you're not into that really sort of abstract strategy that this game involves. So let me know if you have played Inori and what you think of this game.